and welcome to my channel. If you're already subscribed, thank you so much for coming back to see today's video. And if you're new, welcome. I'm Bethany Shanae, and my channel is dedicated to documenting my journey to lose 120 pounds and get healthy. I do my best to post shorts throughout the week, as well as weekly update videos every Monday at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. So if you enjoy this video, or you just want to see how this turns out, please make sure you like and subscribe. I'd love to have you. Quick disclaimer, I'm not a nutritionist or a medical professional in any way, shape, or form. This is never medical advice. I'm simply sharing my experience and on my journey to get healthy and any tips or tricks I find along the way. Well, let's go ahead and start off with the weigh-in. Today I am up 2.4 pounds for the week. And honestly, as you can tell, I'm still in a good mood. Last week I really focused on, I clarified that I'm refocusing onto my mental health, and really working on the roots of my eating disorders, my food and alcohol addictions, and my toxic habits. And I have stuck to it. It is the first challenge in a long time that I have felt really positive about and successful on. So although I gained 2.4 pounds this week, I still feel like it was a success because my mental health and my cortisol levels are definitively lower. Like, I'm so much less stressed, and I'm already finding that I'm naturally finding my, like, wanting to use the new coping mechanisms like meditation, box breathing, prayer, positive thinking, and things like that. And I really feel like it's already showing great positive results in my life. Also, let's see, I had a work event on Thursday night that I ate out at, and drank alcohol. And then my cousin wanted to go out. I haven't gone out with her in a long time, so I said yes, I'd go out with her. I drank and ate again Friday night. And then yesterday was Saturday. I was taken out to Mexican food by my friend who takes me out every weekend when I help them move. Or no, it's not always that she takes me out. Sometimes she actually makes homemade salsa, and it's actually really fun. That is like part of the highlight of my week, honestly. So yeah, those 3 days I ate carbs and I drank alcohol, and I only gained 2.4 pounds this week. So I didn't add any exercise. I did not go for any walks. I didn't go to the gym. I stuck to carnivore the rest of the week. And I planned on sticking to carnivore Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, but clearly I didn't. And I didn't beat myself up for it. And look at that. What 2 weeks ago would have been a 7 to 10 pound weight gain was only 2.4 pounds. And you know what the only difference is I worked on my mental health. I'm focusing on keeping my cortisol low, So, excuse me. I feel like it's already showing results. So I do want to say that this isn't just a weekly update video. This is also a challenge announcement video. So as of today, when I'm recording it, today is Sunday, May 19th, 2024. I fly back home on Friday, June 28th at nighttime, to California for my birthday trip. I'll be out there for about 10 days. I do not plan on being carnivore during that trip, just as a disclaimer. I will be trying to do carnivore low carb a couple of the days, but that trip is really just to reconnect with my friends and family back home and enjoy myself, go on the hikes and do all kinds of fun stuff, spend 4th of July on a boat. I'm really excited. But today marks 6 weeks until essentially that I get there. I think a day and a half short. So I wanted to start a 6 weeks to summer slim down challenge. So my focus is still going to be my mental health. It's still going to be coping mechanisms. It's still going to be breath work, meditation, Bible study, never missing church, the things that make me feel whole and centered and keep me happy. And I find the reason why is because I find when something that does stress me comes up, my instinct isn't to go get alcohol anymore. You know what I mean? I replaced the bottle of tequila downstairs and I haven't opened it. And I also find that if I don't open it, I'm less likely to drink it. And I also put it in a cupboard so I'm not seeing it every day. And it's for the house. It's not like my bottle of tequila, but if I drink it, I replace it. That's neither here nor there. Anyway, I'm finding that when I'm stressed or something's happening that I'm uncomfortable with or is a potential stressor, I find that I am naturally wanting to retreat do some breath work, meditate. I do meditative prayers, which sometimes can last up to 20 minutes, anywhere from at least 5 minutes to 20 minutes regularly. I try to do that every day, whether I'm stressed or not anyway. And I've been reading. So those are the things that I'm finding myself being drawn to for coping instead of hitting a drive-through, eating carbs, or being self-destructive. So I'm going to keep writing that out because it's already showing results in my life. You know, sure, I gained 2.4 pounds, but like I said, that would have been 7 to 10 pounds another week. So I made a list. I'm going to pop it somewhere on the screen, probably over here, of the things I have been wanting to focus on this challenge. And really this challenge is to start a new lifestyle for myself. This is, I think they say it takes 28 days to create a new habit. That's why I think 6 weeks before my trip, this is the perfect time to really hone in on this. And it's longer than a short-term challenge, but it's also not like a year-long challenge. So it feels more manageable, and there's a goal at the end that I'm working towards. And I feel like that makes it a lot more attainable. So at the top of the list, I have meditation. Then I have prayer book and Bible. Next to my bed, I have a book of prayers. It has like inserts it has like stories that the author clipped from other biblical writers in the modern day, and then a Bible verse, and then at the bottom it has a prayer on how, like, that you read to help you pray for the topic of that day's reading. Each day is a page. It's nothing super long. I go through it in like 90 seconds. Power of Positive Thinking. That is a book that I forget who I heard it from. I might have heard it from Steve Harvey, or I heard it from the guy on, he used to own Quest. Anyway, I heard it either from motivational speaker or Steve Harvey, because I know he's also spoke about it. And I listened to it on audiobook on YouTube. I'll link it in the description box below. And I find just by listening to it, I already start to feel better. And it reminds me, there's so many stories in it and advice on how to start applying positive thinking into your life. And while I'm listening to it, I'm at work, you know, there's situations that come up. I find myself already trying to focus on the positive thoughts that I want to manifest and bring into my life, and put my faith in God that He's going to deliver those things to me. So I have been listening to that, and I will probably listen to it over and over and over again. You should really give it a try. It's a great book. And then Buddha's Brain. That is a book that is actually, I think, over there. And I absolutely love it. It talks about, it's like a bit of a mix between spirituality and science. And it helps you see how it overlaps. Like, one of my favorite points it makes in that book is that thoughts send like neuron signals. Don't quote me on my terminology. Read the book and you'll know what I'm talking about. This is why I don't usually quote the things that I know, because I might not get the term right. And I'm not going to take the time to revisit the subject to repeat it today. I'm just going to get it out there real quick. So when you have thoughts, they create pathways in your brain, like physical pathways. So the more you think a type of thought, the easier it is for those neurons or whatever that signal is to meet, which means your brain is going to naturally lean towards having those types of thoughts. And it can heal as well. So every time you start to have a negative thought, if you stop yourself and think a positive thought, it will stop the signals from going through that negative pathway. And then it will start creating a connection through a more positive pathway. And it's not like there's a positive and a negative part of your brain. It's just the signals that are fired from your brain to the other part of your brain when you have those thoughts. That's what I'm talking about. Read the book, you'll know what I mean. Anyway, those are the things that I'm doing for mental health focus. Meditation, meditative prayers. Oh, I'm also doing Bible study every Wednesdays virtually with my church. And then I either go in person or do virtual church on Sundays. And then I'm also doing my prayer book and reading my Bible. I'm listening to the audiobook of Power of Positive Thinking, and I'm reading Buddha's Brain. So those are the things that I'm doing to work on the inside. Now for the physical nutrition and exercise part of the challenge. My goal is to do 16/8 fasting every single day. Maybe one day on the weekend. If I'm really hungry early or later, I'd let myself do that. But for the most part, I really want to do 16/8. Now, as a side effect of my focusing on my mental health, I will say that none of these are like, oh no, I messed up if I don't do it. This is my goal, and I'm going to work towards doing this. And if I can't do it, I'm not beating myself up about it, and I'm not apologizing for it anymore, just to be clear. So 16/8 fasting. I would like to work myself up to, hopefully in a couple weeks would be ideal, if I could work my way to having 2 meals a day. And I would like to try doing an OMAD day once a week. So maybe in these first couple of weeks, while I'm trying to work my way up to having only 2 meals a day, maybe instead of having an OMAD day, I'll have a 2MAD day. And then once I work my way to having only 2 meals a day, then I'll add in an OMAD day. You know what I mean? I would like to stay below 2,000 calories. I'm not doing calorie restriction, but that is just the goal. You know, I feel like that's a relatively high mark. And with the exercise I'll be doing, it's likely I'll have days where I'm hungry enough to eat that much, but I'm not trying to hit any specific calorie goal. I'd like to have 65% fat or less on my day. And I will be doing the carnivore diet. And I think I'm going to allow myself to have a ketovore day every now and then. Because I'd love to have some avocado. I'd love to have guacamole. You know, really it's the avocado I'm thinking about right now, but you get the idea. And then for exercise, I'm sorry, let's finish food. Skip past the numbers if you're looking at the photo. Fun meals. I realized I stopped doing creative things with my food, and I feel like that's something that is affecting my desire to eat what I prep. So like this week, I did the taco bowls, right? So I did chicken and ground beef. I did get the 73% lean, but I really strained it out of the fat really well. I added taco seasoning to the chicken and the ground beef. There's about 4 ounces of ground beef and 4 ounces of chicken in each bowl. There's some a little bit of shredded cheese, and I brought sour cream to work to top it with once it's heated up, because I'm not eating hot sour cream. And then I'd also like to do fajitas one day. I also have shrimp, you know, do shrimp, beef, and chicken fajitas. And then pizza bowls, take pepperoni. I like salami as well. Maybe some chopped chicken or ground beef, you know, pepperoni, sausage, whatever. Top it with some cheese, some mozzarella, and maybe a little bit of red sauce, which would make it more keto. But like I said, I'm not beating myself up over the semantics, the little things anymore. This morning I actually meal prepped some bacon ranch chicken salad. The recipe is actually on a short. I'll link it up here in the iCards. Yeah, up here. It's delicious. It's 466 calories per serving, 37 grams of fat and 35 grams of protein, and it is carnivore. I'm also I got some Chosen Foods avocado oil mayo. It's the only mayo I could find that I could afford that also did not have soybean oil or sugar, and it tasted good. So it was a perfect intersection of everything for me for convenience. Yes, I have a good butter mayo recipe, but I don't feel like dealing with making it right now. And that's what I use in the recipe. And things like that, those are things that are already going towards my mental health on this challenge and on this journey, is I'm taking the pressure off myself about things that really do not define the journey. If I have some store-bought mayonnaise that has avocado oil, as long as I don't find that I'm not gaining, water weight overnight from having it, and I'm not automatically getting inflammation, I have to listen to my body, obviously, then I'm not going to beat myself up about it, and I'm still going to consider it carnivore. So that's just so you guys know what's going on. Now for the physical part, my goal is, it's getting nice out, even though we just had a tornado 2 days ago, but that's neither here nor there. I would like to start walking the dog more once the mosquitoes kind of die down a bit, because they were atrocious. But I do want to do 12-3:30 at the gym. I'm going to start trying to get up as of tomorrow morning at 4 in the morning, leave by 4:30, so I could go to my gym and do 12-3:30. What it is you do 12 incline at 3 miles an hour walking pace for 30 minutes straight. I'm going to be honest, I'm not going to be able to do that tomorrow. I've tried it before. I can't do 3 miles an hour at that incline. I will probably be doing gradual incline the first few minutes and work my way up to the 12 incline, and I'll probably be able to do 2.3 to 2.7 miles per hour for that 30 minutes, and that's fine, because I'm going to work my way up to be able to do the full 12-3:30, and again, not beating myself up about it, and I already feel relieved. You know what I mean? And yeah, that's the only thing I really have planned for my workouts. I would like to eventually do some glute workouts, just because like I said in previous videos, when I lose my weight, I lose my weight everywhere but really my butt. And then so my butt looks really nice and I really love how it looks, and then my butt catches up with the weight loss, and then it feels like a more dramatic change, even though it's still a normal size butt for my body. But I want to keep my glutes more full before I go on a trip where I'm gonna spend, you know, a whole week damn near hanging out on a boat and at beaches and lakes and stuff like that. So yeah, I am really excited, you guys. I think that this challenge is obviously focused on getting off. My goal is to lose at least 20 pounds in these 6 weeks. And I really believe I'm going to do it. I actually am interested to see how much I lose, but I really believe I'm going to lose more than that. And I'm going to keep doing this work. And I think focusing on the inside was the key to this. And I think there's someone out there that needs to hear that message. I know this video is getting long. I'm so sorry. But actually, I'm not sorry. Thank you for making it this far. Like I said before, I'm not apologizing for things anymore, you know, unless it's something that I actually did to offend somebody. But anyway, I am really excited. I think anybody who's hoping to do this 6 weeks challenge with me, you don't have to do what I'm doing. You know what I mean? I think you should take some time, do some meditation, get those books though. Watch the link below for Power of Positive Thinking audiobook. Get Buddha's Brain. I think I got it for like $8 on Amazon years ago, so it's probably even cheaper now. And then find some type of spiritual book that aligns with your beliefs. I'd love to suggest the Bible. Just a suggestion, but no pressure. And look into meditation and frequencies. When I meditate, I like to go onto Spotify and find the frequency for each chakra. Because when I start my meditation, I do breath work where I'm envisioning and focusing my energy on each chakra. I think it's the crown, third eye, throat, heart, solar plexus, root, something like that. But I envision all 7 of them and their colors. When I breathe in, I picture the energy, and my slow deep breath is going through the chakras, and then I picture the energies flowing out of me through the chakras, like charging them. And depending on what chakra I want to really feel released or energized after the meditation, I'll find the frequency on Spotify or YouTube. You can find them there too. And I'll play that quietly, and I burn incense in my room. And it's totally quiet. So find things that work for you, and take the time. I would say meditate and take the time to think of, what is it that you feel like you should focus on to heal yourself inside, so that way you can better heal yourself outside? And then find where the two can intersect. And that should be what you do for this 6 weeks to Summer Slim Down Challenge. Each week will be a weekly update. So next week will be week 1 update for the 6 weeks to Summer Slim Down Challenge. I know that's a mouthful, but you get the point. And yeah, I'm really excited. Whatever you guys decide to do for yours, please make sure you leave it in the description box below, and keep me updated on each of the weekly update videos. I'd love to hear how you guys are progressing. I'm not sure if I'm still going to do daily scale weigh-ins, or if I'm just going to do my weigh-ins at the end of the week. And then another thing actually that I'd like to mention before I wrap up the video is that I'm also considering some type of treat on the weekends that is not breaking keto or carnivore. Like, I don't necessarily want to do a keto day on the weekend, but like going and get seafood boil, right? I know they use cheap oils, but I love seafood boil. Maybe that can be a treat that I can have on the weekend. That way I don't find myself gutting into the cookies that are always on the counter in the kitchen, or eating a big bowl of grapes, or, you know, because like my family mostly has healthy carbs, but there's also a lot of bad carbs, and all of them don't fit on my diet. So I'm always super tempted on the weekends to have a big bowl of cold grapes, or like right now we have watermelon. So I think that's something that I can focus on and feel that reward system with after having a successful week, is to maybe take myself out once a week on the weekend to have a treat like that. Like, you know what I mean? Maybe Wingstop or Wingstop makes me sick, but you guys get the point. Anyway, I am done rambling. I'm really excited for this week, you guys. I've already got all my meal prep at work at my desk. There's a mini fridge there, and I'm just so excited. I cannot wait to give you guys the update next week. I just feel it's going to be so good, and we're going to have amazing results. So thank you all so much for coming to see this week's video. I cannot wait to read the comments down below and see what you guys decide on and how you came about that decision as well. How are you doing on your journey, and how do you feel about longer videos like this? How do you feel about, you know, me gaining weight and not beating myself up about it? Does that inspire you? Do you think I'm crazy? I really want to hear you guys' thoughts, because I feel like I'm in such a good place. I can receive them really well, even if they're not, you know, super complimenting. So leave your thoughts down below. And again, if you enjoyed this video, if you want to see how this turns out for me, if you just want to see if I ever get this health journey right, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. I would love to have you and share this journey with you. And just everyone remember, through Christ all things are possible, and don't give up on yourself. Keep trying, and you only have to get up one time more than you fall down. So make sure you keep getting up, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.